guys, welcome to another vlog. I am currently here in Prague, Czech Republic. I'm at the train station heading to Vienna. So I just arrived and I'm trying to figure out where our track is. It's my first time here. Once I figure that out, we can be on our way to go ahead and continue the rest of our Christmas celebration. So stay tuned and subscribe.
You got that deep for me, real love is deep for me. I'ma make you go weak for me, make you wait a whole week for me. I see you as you feed it, I know you want it, scheme it. I know you need it, trouble, I know you want it all, you don't I know you need love, I need some too. Do you want this, like it wants?
Okay, so I found another sign that was a bit more clear and it looks like I'm on platform number 5. I'm currently standing in front of 1, so I just need to figure out where 5 is. Okay.
I testify for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I'm so that like you, that bitch I do it. All I won't cry, was kidding. I'm not. Long as you joking, now answer me. I ain't got it. I've been skinning through it. I your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you.
Okay, so I made it to Vienna. I now just need to figure out where I can catch an Uber and head on down to my hotel. And then from there, I'm gonna grab food after dropping my bags and everything off. It is raining, so I want to make this quick. But so far there's not too much in English, or maybe, but either way, I'm gonna figure this out. I've done it before in other places, so we got this. Okay, so decided to walk. I actually couldn't figure out where the pickup location for Ubers were. Like the GPS through Uber was like throwing me off trying to follow it. So I ended up just coming back to the train station. Not that I made it very far from it, and decided to do a taxi. And when I gave the gentleman like the hotel name, he's like, "You can just walk. It's right there. It's right there." And so I really appreciate his honesty and not scamming me, because it would have been like 13 euros, which isn't really much. That equates to like $16 US maybe. And so it just saved me $16 to do a 5-minute walk. So I should be there shortly. Why is this car coming? I have a green light. Finally made it. That was my first time having to create my own room key, so that was kind of fun. But let's see what this room looks like. Okay, so this room is really like groovy. Let's see. bathroom. It's pretty simple, but I like it. Kind of futuristic as well. The nice little mirror there. Guess a little hanger for my coat or whatever. And then not much of a view, but it'll do. Yeah, so that's the room tour. Pretty cute chair, furniture, whatever. What is this? It's probably a lamp. Yeah, it's the lamp. Okay, so I'm all checked in now. I'm just going to use the restroom, unwind. I'm gonna fix my hair really quick. I'm pretty sure I have like hat hair now. And then I want to go to this restaurant called the Roller Coaster Restaurant. I really don't want to walk there, even if it is walkable, just because it is still raining. But at the same time, the walk from the train station here was really quick. Like as soon as I looked up, I saw the neon sign with the hotel's name. So I'm like, oh, I see why the guy didn't want to charge me now. So yeah, let me go ahead and get settled real quick and check back in with you. So quickly, let's go over our itinerary for this weekend here in Austria. So tonight we're going to the race car restaurant. In addition to that, I do have a Ferris wheel ticket booked, as well as a riverboat cruise and a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, just so I can see all the highlights of the city and not stress myself out about trying to make sure I do and see everything. So that's going to be really exciting. A bonus that I would like to do is go to the Mozart Museum. Hopefully we can squeeze that in there. I don't know if it's one of the stops on the hop on, hop off bus tour, but I figured that'd be a good thing to book just so I can see all the highlights of the city and then just kind of go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a lot to do in a matter of like, I guess a day and a half, 2 days. My flight is Monday, so I'm flying out on Christmas and it's at like noon. So yeah, whatever. We're gonna do what we can, make the most of it. And quick little funny story. So when I was checking in or whatever, I couldn't find my reservation number to enter into the kiosk. So the lady at the front desk helped me find it. I guess they have a list of everyone. She's like, what's your name? And she couldn't find my name at first. So I repronounced my last name with a German accent because it has German roots. And she found me just like that. She's like, oh, okay. And was able to get my reservation number. So that was cute. Just a funny little story, but let's go. I'm rambling now. It's time to eat. Your girl is hungry. Oh my goodness. I just realized this whole time I've been calling it the race car restaurant. It's the roller coaster restaurant. But a bonus, it looks like it's in the same area as where like the Christmas markets are, or at least one of them. So I'll walk around and check that out. I'm taking an Uber because it's an hour walk. I don't really feel like hassling to figure out public transit right now. So instead, I'm going to take an Uber. Ubers are expensive, y'all. It's talking about 15 pounds, or not pounds, 15 euros just to go one way. It's about a 15-minute ride. It's fine. I should only need to take an Uber 3 times, which is going to the restaurant, coming back, and then going to the airport on Monday. Besides that, everything else will be walking and then my little bus route tour. So while I'm in my Uber, I'll probably look up where the bus stop is to try to get on the hop on, hop off bus tour for tomorrow. And then walk there and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's go.
I wanna be in your life until the night is over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but every single moment you were there by my side. Whenever I'm around, you make me feel low. Whenever I'm low, you're there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my home. Whenever you're down, I'll be there. I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm, I'll take me out. magic every time that we're together. Come here, 'cause it's lovely. Hold you for life.
Okay, so the restaurant was actually really fun and unique. I like how they had a couple of shows throughout the night where they sync like the lights to the song, so that was pretty neat. And then I did walk around the area here. So this amusement park is called Wiener Riswad, which I'll probably be back here tomorrow for the Ferris wheel ride back there that I booked. So I noticed around this area they have all these little stalls and booths, so that is the Christmas market that they're hosting within, I guess, this amusement park. So I did do a little lap around. I didn't stop and get anything because it is raining, but I checked the forecast for tomorrow and it's supposed to be kind of high. I think it's at like upper 50s and no rain, so I'll be able to fully enjoy it then. I'm still gonna bundle up in the way that I have been just in case. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to explore more of this area as well as the rest of Vienna, and I'm heading back to the hotel now and I'm going to call it a night. Okay, so quick little travel tip. It's really good practice just to travel with like a washcloth, maybe even towel if possible. If it's like a, you know, upper scale hotel, I won't typically travel with a towel. However, I will always travel with at least one of these washcloths. So this one's called a magic towel, but they're pretty much just expandable washcloths. I prefer these over just, you know, purchasing an excess of washcloths to travel with, because with these, they're pretty affordable and they're compact, which is the main thing for me. So all I have to do is just rip these out the plastic, put them underwater, and let them inflate. And I have a washcloth for my trip. These ones I stocked up on before moving out here, and I'm actually getting low, so it's going to be time to restock. I did see something similar on Amazon, so I'll put the link for those below. But yeah, I just got these because, well, these ones specifically because the cartoon's on them. But at the end of the day, you just want to have a nice little washcloth or something, because in my experience in traveling to like Europe, they don't give you washcloths. They'll have hand towels, and I don't believe those are meant to wash your body with. I think those are more so for the bidet and, you know, hair drying as well as hand drying. So yeah, I'm gonna put a link below for the ones that I'm ordering or switching to from Amazon. That way I can have like a bulk supply for future travels, because I typically travel with about 2 of these. This trip I did 2 because I was doing 1 for each city, and then I just throw them away at the end of the trip. I don't ever reuse them or anything like that, because who wants to travel with a wet washcloth anyways? Yeah, so that was just a quick little travel tip I wanted to share with you all. Don't mind my little stitch shower cap. I'm about to hop in the shower, but before I expand this, I just wanted to pop in and give y'all that quick little travel tip. Also, these are another one of my travel favorites. These are expandable face sponges that I use to clean my makeup off and whatever. I actually keep these in stock in my house as well. And I typically use 1 a day. But especially during travels. I'm trying to open this with 1 hand so I can slide one out without busting the packaging open. I don't even know why I brought the whole thing. I really just needed to pack like a couple of these. look a little crazy right now. I haven't like curled my hair up for the evening, but I just wanted to pop in and give you all an update. So I got a message from my coworker when I got out the shower, and she was just letting me know that she's also in Vienna. So she saw my story and everything. So we might have a special guest, a visitor tomorrow, or we may link up. I don't know. We haven't really discussed details yet. I know my schedule is actually kind of jam-packed with the tours and everything, so maybe we'll like link up for breakfast or later in the evening for dinner. I don't know. But it would be nice to have some company on Christmas Eve, so I will keep you all posted on that.
The next day.
Okay, good morning, guys. Happy Christmas Eve. So as you can see, I'm all dressed and ready now, showered, feeling so good, so clean. So what's our agenda for today? All right, so first, I was planning on grabbing brunch with my coworker who's here, but come to find out, her flight is at noon. It is currently 10:30, so we're not gonna have time to link up. I took a bit longer to get ready than I thought I would. I wanted to be walking out the door by 10, and here it is 10:40, and I'm still here. So yeah, I was looking at brunch spots. There's quite a few that look really scrumptious, but they're not near my hotel, and they're also not near the meeting point to go pick up my tickets for the hop on hop off bus tour. So what I'm going to do is Uber over to pick up my tickets for the different tours and everything. I'm going to see what's in that area. If I don't see anything that's appealing to me, then I'll go ahead and either start the tour, like the hop on hop off bus tour, and then just get off in an area that looks like it has some good food. Otherwise, there's a place called Florentine I want to check out, and then another one, I'm gonna screenshot it and upload it so you guys can see it. It looks really good, has nice views, the food looks scrumdiddlyocious. I prefer the second one, but we'll see. I'm sure I'll come across something. But yeah, so let's head down to go pick up our tickets and then grab food. Okay, so it's not raining and it's not as cold today, but it definitely is windy. So I'm glad that I did keep this coat on, because earlier I was wishing that, I think that's my taxi there. But earlier I was wishing that I had a lighter jacket, because I didn't want to wear this big old bulky thing, knowing that it wasn't going to be as cold as it has been in like Prague, and it won't be rainy today. But here we are. I'm so happy that I kept it. Here's my Uber.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my eyes. My set, follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not depend on me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. But there is no sacrifices. Everything was taken. You had to make it.
Okay, so I made it to the meeting point and I just got my ticket. This is a beautiful area, so I'm gonna hang out here for a bit and grab breakfast. Going on brunch now and then start my tour.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my eyes. My set, follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies shine. If you not depend on me, enter the light.
Okay, so I'm seeing so many shops. I really want to go into this H&M right now. I probably will find my way to a Sephora, but I need to eat first. There's a cannabis world. Kind of reminds me of the cannabis museum in Amsterdam. I might check that out. I don't know, but let's find food. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and just head to the restaurant that I found on Google that looked really good. It's about an 11-minute walk from where I am currently. So I'm just gonna head down there because I know for sure the food looks good, the views look good, the vibes seem good, and that's exactly what I'm looking for right now. So let's go get some good eats.
I testify for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I'm so that like you, that bitch. I do it all. I won't cry.
Okay, so the restaurant was actually fully booked. I should have checked ahead of time to see if there were any reservations open. And I did not do that. So rookie mistake on my part. I'm now just kind of walking around looking to see if I can find something to grab real quick just so I can go ahead and get my day started. The beauty of it all though is there's great scenery along the way. Beautiful architecture. So it's a nice walk overall, but your girl needs to eat. Let's check this place out. Truffle potato soup. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so just finished brunch, came down to use the restroom, and now we can go and start our tour. I'm starting to get the itis a little bit. The food was so good. I'm happy I stumbled upon this little place. I'm hoping today isn't a short day because I'm feeling drowsy and a little bit crampy. I left my medication in Prague, so very irresponsible on my part. I don't even know how that happened. I was searching for it last night, couldn't find it, so now I am suffering from the consequences of my actions, but it is what it is. We're still gonna make the most of today. I did look up the Mozart Museum. It's very close to here, but they didn't have any tickets available for today. They were all sold out, so we won't be able to make it to that, unfortunately, but we'll still have a lot of fun. Made it back to the bus.
I testify for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I'm so that like you, that bitch. I do it all. I won't cry. You scared it. I'm not. Long if you joking now here for me. I ain't got it. I've been skinning through it. I your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I get lost when I'm with you. How can us lose if it's the
These
People so close all the time.
σε πιο πολλή ώρα, σε συμφέρει.
Okay, guys, so that Ferris wheel ride was pretty underwhelming, to be completely honest with you. So since I've already kind of explored the park last night when I came here to the roller coaster restaurant, I'm just gonna head back to the big bus tour. So I'm at the bus stop now, and it should probably be here within like the next 5-10 minutes or so. And this just resumed the tour. Honestly, as far as the riverboat tour, that was like the stop before this Ferris wheel and amusement park or whatever. And like the bus announced, it was like, okay, next stop, riverboat cruise. Then it's like, this is the stop for the cruise. And I'm like, as soon as like I just pulled my headphones out of the bus because it has like audio guided tours or whatever. Before I could stand up out of my seat, the bus kept driving. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're not stopping. So I don't know if it's something that they discontinue for the season. I honestly will not be doubling back to go do the tour. I don't feel like it's really worth it. It looks very underwhelming. Like the river looked dirty, and it's like deep in a canal more so than a river. And you can't really see much of the views of like Vienna from what I could tell, because everything was kind of further away from that particular canal. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Save your money. Same for this Ferris wheel. Wouldn't really recommend that either. However, if you have small children, I definitely check out this amusement park. It's the same amusement park that I came to last night to do the roller coaster restaurant. So yeah, just that's just my opinion though. Honestly, I think I've seen pretty much everything, but I'm gonna finish off the tour like I said, see what else there is, what other sites. At this point, it's a matter of if something stands out to me, I'll hop off the bus tour and explore that thing or that area. Unfortunately, the two things that I do want to do, like for sure, are either closing, or not available because they're sold out. So it was just the Freudian Museum as well as the Museum of Natural History. So at some point I'll come back, probably in a less crowded season, because I did see a couple of other Christmas markets while I was on the tour that looked really nice. But the thing about those particular markets that I saw is they look so crowded, like super duper crowded. And even though there are a couple of like local snacks and cuisines I wanted to try throughout the markets, I don't really feel like dealing with those crowds or those lines. So that'll have to be a next time thing, as far as like finding those particular food items. So yeah, but let's see what else the city has to offer. I'm not hungry yet, but at some point I probably will sit down at a restaurant and chill again. Had to pull out the battery pack. Oh, and I did buy a souvenir photo, so this may end up being the thumbnail.
You see my bitch, say she had bad. Anytime I knock with that. No rubber band, no rubber band. Every time I put down, they show me that. If I know pull out, she got my back. Although you cool, I'm happy that. Although you cool, say everything I do is for my woman.
Okay, so everything is all lit up now. I just finished the hop on, hop off bus tour, exactly where I started, and I'm actually glad I sat through the rest of it. Wasn't too much to see, but it was nice learning and listening to more history facts about Vienna, as well as staying warm. And I found a little outlet on the bus, so I was able to charge my phone up. I wouldn't say I have a second wind necessarily, but a bit more energy to stay out longer. It's only going on 4 o'clock and the sun is already like setting, pretty much set. So yeah, let's go find somewhere to post up.
hopping. All in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body says, my mind, my body, my body says, my mind, and my heart, my body says, I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but you got me going crazy. This is you is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? That last to my body so crazy. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed in my heart.
Okay, y'all, so I am currently waiting on my Uber. I'm heading back to my hotel. Your girl is tired. I did walk around a little bit after leaving Sky Bar or Sky Lounge, just to kill time. I honestly was kind of in pursuit of creme brulee, like the one I had earlier at the other cafe, because it was so good. And that's like my love for creme brulee is like Kelly Stamp's love for tiramisu. So yeah, I went and searched for that, couldn't find it. I did find a couple cafes. The ones that were still open had like ridiculously long lines. I actually believe they were like historic cafes, so figures. But yeah, I'm waiting on my Uber, and then I'll check back in with you when I get back to the hotel. Okay guys, so I made it back to my hotel room, as you can see, just in time. It actually started sprinkling. And the temperature was starting to drop a bit, but for the most part, it was a pretty clear day, and I didn't really even realize that until now. So I'm super grateful to be able to enjoy this day with nice weather. And we pretty much accomplished everything on our itinerary. Like I said, I will be coming back to visit those museums. Freud is a huge part of this city, and I honestly did not know he was from here. I should have known that, but I'm really interested to like dive in and learn more about his life. I actually might pick up a couple books or read an audio or listen to an audiobook on just the history of Vienna and Austria in general. It's pretty interesting, the tidbits that I did hear, like their Great Plague knocking out 1/3 of their population. What was another tidbit that stood out to me? Of course, learning about Freud. Oh, and their Museum of Natural History. The reason why that's so interesting to me is because they have an actual asteroid in their museum. So I want to go check that out. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and reserve my Uber to the airport for tomorrow. I'm going to do it now. It says boarding time is at 11:50 a.m. Departure is 12:30 p.m. Checkout here is 11. And to be honest with you, since I have Fast Pass and everything through Amex, I could really leave here at 11, get there by like 11:15, 11:20, get through TSA. And that's the thing, I don't expect there to be a lot of people, one in the Fast Pass lane and then two at the airport in general, because it is actually Christmas tomorrow. But I think I might aim to actually be there by 11 and leave here by 10:30. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and unwind, pack up the rest of my things, and I'm gonna look on Uber Eats to see if there's anything open. Granted, I'm not hungry. I do want some creme brulee, but I also want to see if I can find some of like the little local cuisine that I didn't get to check out while I was here. So the thing that I did try that apparently is local is their beef tartare. Just like a common dish here, as well as potato salad. I didn't expect that to be a common thing here. I had that at the roller coaster restaurant last night. And that was pretty much it as far as things that are specific or at least common meals here. So I want to see if I can find a schnitzel. I did see a lot of their, like, I'm gonna call them hot dog stands because I can't remember the actual name of them right now, but like their sausages. I saw a lot of lines for those, and I thought about just getting one just to try it. However, I try not to eat pork too often. And so I didn't want to stand in line when I'm not hungry just to eat something that I really am not wanting. Like if it was beef, chicken, turkey, whatever, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. So I know Uber Eats, they'll be a bit more specific about what these things are. So let's take a look, see what they have. And okay, so I just placed an order on Foodora. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it's the food delivery app here. They don't use Uber Eats, so I went with that app. And it's actually really convenient, easy to use. I'm gonna insert some like screenshots of me like scrolling through it. But yeah, if you're coming to Vienna, Foodora is the app for you. They have a lot of great food options on there and like a lot of diverse food options as well. So that kind of took me by surprise. But Foodora. I first was on a hunt to find creme brulee, and I found a restaurant called Urban Lounge, I believe, that had not only creme brulee but this Austrian dessert. I'm gonna insert the name here because I cannot pronounce it. But yeah, so that particular dessert, I saw it at the Christmas market at the amusement park, and I just did not feel like waiting to get it, so I left. But I've seen it a couple times, and I'm like, all right, I want to try it. So Urban Lounge had not only creme brulee, but also that. I think it was actually an Austrian style restaurant. So it pretty much had all types of local cuisine, but they wanted $20 for that pastry. And I'm like, well, €20, which is more. I'm not paying that, especially when I know it was maybe like $5 at the Christmas market. No way. So I kept searching. Unfortunately, I couldn't find another restaurant that had both creme brulee and the pastry, but I did find a restaurant that had the pastry as well as a schnitzel, because I keep hearing that. I had to look up what it was. Apparently it's like a cutlet, a meat cutlet, and I did a chicken one. So I did like a schnitzel sandwich or something. I don't know what the name is. I'll insert a screenshot of what I ordered. I'll show you what I ordered actually. Yeah, so we'll be exploring that and trying that together. Unfortunately, they didn't have the creme brulee, like I said, so I ordered a vanilla cream sauce, and it said something about bourbon in it, so I'm going to try that with the dessert. I'm going to also insert here what the dessert is. I had to Google what it was. I'm sorry, y'all. This is new to me. A lot of these words are kind of harder to pronounce. I heard someone say that German is similar to English in a lot of ways. I haven't studied it enough to kind of hear and see those differences, so I apologize for my ignorance in advance. But yeah, can't wait to try this out and see how it is. I'm hoping that the vanilla cream or vanilla sauce makes up for the the lack. Okay, so our food arrived much faster than expected. It was supposed to be here at 9:30. And here we are, like 9:10, and it's already here. So, okay, so this must be our vanilla sauce. I'm probably butchering that. And the dessert thingy. And here is probably like our schnitzel sandwich. Yeah, so it's called a schnitzel semel, which I'm assuming means schnitzel sandwich. And then again, this is the dessert, and then vanilla sauce. So yeah. Okay, Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm a little concerned about this because I don't like raisins, so I'm a little, we'll see. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and throw my little bonnet on and start getting ready for bed, but let's dive in. I'm gonna start with trying the sauce. All right. Oh, I almost dropped it. Okay. So this just tastes like those little cups of vanilla pudding. That is exactly what this tastes like. I don't know if this is like a traditional staple here or just this restaurant offered it, but that's what that tastes. Okay, so as you can see, my camera started tripping, so I'll do a quick voiceover just to recap. So the vanilla sauce tasted just like vanilla pudding to me. The dessert that I cannot pronounce, it was pretty good. It just tasted like a pancake, to be completely honest with you. I didn't care for the raisins, so I kind of picked around those. And then as far as like the schnitzel, if I'm saying that correctly, it was pretty dry, but not bad overall. It reminded me of like those country fried steaks or chicken steaks or whatever. So yeah, that pretty much summarizes that. But overall was pretty decent. Okay, so all packed up. Last sweep of the room. And that's it, y'all. Okay, guys, so my Uber will be here in about like 8 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start heading downstairs. Last thing I need to grab are just my chargers over there. I got an alert this morning from the airline, Austrian Air. They were just saying that it's a fully booked flight, so they're going to allow us to check our carry-on bags for free. That concerns me a bit because I really was not expecting it to be like a lot of people traveling actually on Christmas. It might be because Christmas fell on a Monday. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to try to hold on to my bag because I do not want to deal with the hassle of baggage claim when I arrive in Naples. In my opinion, traveling to Naples is already chaotic enough. That's a whole nother story for another day. But either way, thanks so much, Vienna. It's been real. It's been fun. Let's get out of here before we miss our Uber.